there are three fundamental rules to public speaking which are imbibed in this game, which need to be followed. Deviate from it and you lose. First is hesitation. You fumble around, you lose. Second is deviation. You move from the topic. I know we all like, as students, like, when we're writing answers, we are like, same point again and again, we're just filling up the page. You cannot do that here. And third is repetition. You can't keep on hampering on it. So, deviation, hesitation, and repetition, these are the three key points which are imbibed in today's game. Since, let's have a jam session, and for that I'll divide you, already sitting, but this side looks a bit small, so Leo, Rajiv, just over here. Let's balance things out.
Balancing it big time.
Okay. Time for even you are allowed to play. Everyone is allowed to play. There are no rules, like no specific person has to stand up. I'm going to be giving you a topic. As soon as I give the topic, if I point to this team, someone from this entire team has to stand up and start speaking. And if you break any of the three cardinal rules, someone from this side will raise an objection. And I am the judge, jury, and executioner here. So until a time that I grant that objection, you have to continue speaking.
How will you execute?
Back to that.
So when we object, do we have to give specific name of the objection?
Yes.
For example,
out of these three categories, which
repetition or irrelevancy.
You have to give that. And until I grant it, that person has to keep speaking. And once it is granted, in the next 2 seconds, someone from your team has to stand up and continue speaking. And whichever team's person is speaking, at the end of that minute, wins. So the rules are clear?
What are the three things again? Can you repeat them?
Why don't you write them on the board?
Yes. Mark it. Hesitation, repetition. Okay? So let's start with a simple one. And guess even you are allowed to speak, there are no restrictions. Okay? So for this team, you start with beach party.
One of the best beach parties that I've ever been.
Hesitation.
Granted.
One of the best beach parties I've ever attended was at Sri Lanka, Colombo, where we had gathered for Toastmasters International Conference of District 82. The party went on until 4 a.m. Can you imagine that? And what happened in that party? We had lovely dance performance by all the Toastmasters from across the district. We had great drinks session, binge drinking, and we also had
So great binge party and distraction was happening actually because the Toastmasters were not only drinking but they were breaking glasses left, right and center. When the glasses were getting broken, the beach party actually took it to a new level altogether because they were drinking parallelly, they were burning fire and all of them gathered together at the beach and they continued and partied all night long. And then what happened was we decided to move away from Colombo and decided to take the party forward at Goa.
So party continued at the same place and we had a great dancer called Prasad Soni.
And Prasad continued with his charm and he moved his belly. We won.
Is everyone ready?
That was a trial round.
Ravi, Prasad, only the entire team can participate. Anyone can participate, so don't be hesitant.
I think we will go back.
Since we have such a talented people, a little bit of a difficult topic this time. You guys will be starting first. The virtue of integrity.
Toastmasters International is based on 4 pillars and one of them is integrity. Integrity is something that you do when no one is watching. It is how true you are.
So integrity, I think, is very important. I think when you don't stay
Something you do when no one is watching and true to yourself.
Repetition.
And you have to follow rules. In Toastmasters, there are many events when you can explain and showcase the value of integrity, such as in contests. In contests, as a judge, you have to be integral to yourself and to the contestants, and you have to be fair enough in the situation that you are given. You have to fulfill the responsibility of judge by being fair. Other
Repetition.
I think also should be very
hesitation.
integral because no one is watching, no of time.
She said that for the fourth time.
Repetition.
You guys listen. Since we are short on time, the third and final round, which we'll use to settle this dispute as to who wins. Okay. So the topic is, this team will be starting first. Your feelings on a blind date. Start.
A really tough experience to go out on a blind date. You feel as if you yourself are completely blind because you're lost in the thoughts as to how you're going to address and talk to this person and how this person in turn is going to respond to what you're going to say. It's a very, very difficult proposition altogether. Now imagine both of them being blind on that particular day, not being aware of what they want to do and what they want to talk. Now they have to, on this top of it all, you have to decide on which restaurant are they going to meet together. Now having decided which restaurant are they going to meet, they have to actually physically be present over there and decide on what is it that they're going to talk about. Now when they decide on what they're going to talk about, all they happen to do is discuss among themselves as to how the situation is going to evolve. What is he going to say to what I'm going to say? What is she going to say to what I'm going to say? All this confusion, all this nonsense and all this crazy commotion.
So this confusion creates a lot of fear.
Repetition.
Lot of fear inside, and the person has to.
It's very important to be
So
completely
I went on blind date. So I went on blind date and I found my soulmate on that blind date. Akanksha, I propose you. Will you marry me? Akanksha said, yes Tushar, I will marry you. And that blind date converted into the lovely couple. And today,
Wrong facts.